depending on what time you are viewing this stream. I am Coach Yashika, your dating one-on-one coach. And as a dating one-on-one coach, I'm the person that helps you determine who you are in the dating world, right? Who you are, what you need, what you want, what you desire, so that when you go out here in this dating world of swiping left and swiping right, you will know exactly what kind of partner you want, what kind of partner you need, what kind of partner you desire. Because if not, you may get somebody that you didn't realize that you didn't want that person, or that person's not good for you. And then you spend time, you spend energy, you spend all the things that you can't get back on someone that if you had just been sure about who you were, you would have never been with them, right? If you had just been clear about what you needed and understood if that person could and could not give it to you, then you wouldn't be here. So today we are talking about just that, being clear about the ask. So as we date, like myself, I'm dating in this world. There are certain things that I know that I need in a relationship, right? Now, I know that there are certain things, and let's talk about the other side of it first, because people sometimes will take what a person says and be like, she just said she need. No, it's not that. So let's talk about the things that I can do without, right? For me, a man doesn't have to have, a whole bunch of money, right? But he needs to have determination or the ability to make more money, right? Have some get up and go about himself. He doesn't have to be this rock body built shaped person where he just, got all these muscles streaming out his body, because I don't have those streaming out of my body. My body is not cut like that, but I do work out. So maybe he can go for a little jog with me, or maybe he can go for a little walk with me, or maybe we can do some activities together, right? So when I'm looking for a mate, those are some things that I look for. Is he going to be the one that just wants to literally come off work every day and go in the house and go to sleep? Or is he going to have a little bit more active lifestyle, right? And so when I'm dating someone, these are questions that I ask. I want to know, what does your day-to-day life looks like? I want to know, where do you put your energy in? I want to know, are you okay with where you are like in life right now, or do you plan on doing something more, right? So you need to be clear about the acts, right? These are tough conversations sometimes, and a lot of people do not want to have these conversations, right? But this needs to be had very early. This is not something you wait till you've gone on this person for months at a time, and then you say, oh yeah, by the way, what's your goals in life? No, right? Because you want to know in the beginning if they want to get married. You want to know in the beginning if they've been married. You want to know in the beginning if they have children. You want to know in the beginning if they plan on having more children. So why would you want to know the things about that? Why wouldn't you want to know if they are okay in life, or there's some things they still want to do in life that they're trying to accomplish? Maybe they want to go back to school. That's some stuff you need to talk about, because I'm sure if you're dating, you will encourage them to go to school. In fact, you will help them with the schoolwork, right? Because if they do better, y'all do better, okay? But these are things that you must talk about in the conversation. It must be part of the big X. You need to ask these questions so you have an understanding. Or better yet, on the flip side, if I know I want to go back to school, I need to ask my partner, hey, I'm going back to school for my PhD. Are you comfortable with that? Because here's the thing. Although I have my kids, whatever, I have my bills, I have my job, there may be times when I cannot be with you as often as you would like, because I have other responsibilities. And oh yeah, by the way, my PhD program. Is that going to work for you? And can we compromise on it? You know what I mean? So that means that sometimes can't just be at your house. I might have to be at your house and studying. You can't just be at my house. You may have to be at my house while I study for a little while. This isn't to say that I can't be with you at that moment. It's just saying that I need to be with you because I want to be with you, but I also may have to knock out this paper real quick for this class. You know what I mean? So you just got to find that balance, right? And see if there's a compromise so that you both can get, but you never know if you don't ask. Right? You'll just assume she doesn't want to spend time with me. She's doing her schoolwork or whatever. Instead of her saying, well, you know what? I could have just simply said, hey, you want to come over here and do your schoolwork? Or, hey, can I come over there and do my schoolwork? But you got to ask, right? And of course, when it comes to the asking, it's a little bit more superficial than just schoolwork. It's more to it than that, or it's more than that. You want to get down to those deep questions, right? And I'm not going to tell you guys, what deep questions to have, but when you think about the X, right, and what you're looking for in a mate, you got to determine what it is you think you need to know about that person moving forward. What it is that you think you need to have from that person moving forward. Does that person save money? Is that person good with their money? Does that person, take care of their kids, right? Does that person take care of their parents? Is that person a giver? Does that person know how to fix things around the house, or do every time something breaks, you got to call a handyman or whatever to come over and fix it, right? Will that person see about you if you caught the flu, right? Will they know how to go to the store and get you some soup? Will they rub your back if you're not feeling good or you have a tummy ache? Would you do the same thing for that person? These are things you need to ask when you're dating someone or trying to date someone, because these are things that's important. These are things that people don't think about until it's too late. I'm going to tell you a story, because if you've been following me long enough, you'll know that I always have a story. So my second husband was good for that when I was sick. When I was sick, he would always make sure that the kids were squared away. You know what I mean? He would make sure, say, hey, mom's not feeling good. Don't bother her. She's in there laying down, right? So I would just be in my room laying down, not really taking a nap, because I'm not a nap taker. If you watch my other video, I don't really take naps very well. But I would just be in there resting my mind and just, not worry about anything going on outside of my doors. And so when that husband and I divorced, and I would become sick and I got sick, that was one of the things that I missed, right? I missed that, because I knew that that was something that I needed, somebody that was going to hold everything else down for me when I wasn't feeling well. So moving forward, any guy that I get with, I want to know if he's going to be that way too. I mean, granted, my kids are adults now, but still, is he going to be able to hold everything down for me when I'm not feeling well? Is he going to go to the store and buy me some soup if I'm not feeling well, or check in there and say, hey, you need me to get you anything? You need some orange juice? Because that's what my other husband did. And I'm not saying he got to be just like him, but what I'm saying is that I know that I need that in my life. So whether it's him, or anybody else, I need that in my life when I'm not doing too good, right? If I'm not feeling well. So that's what I need. And so whoever I'm dealing with, I'm going to have to ask the question, will you see about me if I'm not feeling good? Expect them to ask the same thing. Will you see about me if I'm not feeling good, right? Because you want that from your partner. You don't want your partner to be like, well, go to the doctor. I can't do nothing for you. Because then it's like, well, wait a minute now. It's just a common cold. I ain't got to go to the doctor for a common cold. I need to know if you're going to, rub my head for me and get me a little ice pack or a little warm rag or something, put it on my forehead and get me some soup from the store. That's all I need you to do. I ain't asking you to perform surgery on me. But you need to know those things about your partner going to it. And again, the reason why all this is important is because if you know what you want when it's time to date, or while you're out here dating, and the people that you're matching with, for whatever reason, it could be that he or she meets the body type, they meet the look type, they meet the education type, they meet the height type, they meet the weight type, all the things that you think that they meet, right? That you think you want. But then when you start getting down to the depth of who they really are they going to be the person that you need them to be, right? And only how you're going to know that is you ask those questions, because they don't wear their dysfunctions on the side of them like a label on a food product. They don't just say, well, I'm a selfish person, I'm not going to see about it. They don't do all that. They don't wear that on the side of them. They don't wear their shortcomings on the side of them. So you got to ask those questions, right? So before you decide you want to go along with that relationship. And then that way, if you're honest about it, and if they're honest about it, you guys won't waste each other's time, right? You won't waste each other's time. Now, if it's not that important to you, then hey, if it's something to do for right now, then hey. But if you're talking about something long-term, maybe something that you can get to the altar with, then these are the discussions that need to be had, period. Be clear about the ask, so that way you waste a lot of time and other people don't waste their time. Okay? All right, you guys. I hope that you guys have pulled something from this. And again, if you ever have any other questions that you will want me to address, you can send me a DM at chic@one.com. You can reply to Wherever you saw this video at, you can reply at the bottom of it, or DM me on Facebook as well as IG, and I will get back to you. And I'm probably, depending on what it is, I'll make a whole video about it. Yeah, and so that's it. Yeah, you send me an email, coachchic at onemorehyperstep.com. All right, you guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now. Oh.